Good morning, Web Spiders. Today is Thursday, September 13th, 2018. I'm coming to you live from Miss Machino's kindergarten classroom. And I have to start by putting my serious face on, which is something I don't like to do very often. Some of you have been doing zones of regulation with Mrs. Clendenning. And I would say this kind of puts me in the yellow. So if you know anything about zones, you're going to know that yellow means I'm frustrated. I might be getting a little angry. Perplexed, meaning I don't know what to do about a problem. So I just wanted to bring it to you guys because I know that you can fix this pretty quickly and then I can get back in the green. I don't know what's going on in our cafeteria during lunchtime, but I think there's a lot of playing going on. If you would look under the table when it's time for you to take your tray up and dump it, you would see that there is an incredible amount of food and trash all over the floor. Now, I'm a mom and I have 3 kids, and I can guarantee you when we get up from the dinner table at night, there is nothing on the floor in our house. And do you want to know why? Because I expect my kids to use their manners when they're at the table. You take small bites of food, you chew it carefully. If you drop something, you pick it up, and you do not play at the table. It's time to eat and nourish our bodies and our brains so that we can learn and grow. It is not time to play and dump junk all over the floor and then not pick it up. So right now, Mrs. Moran's a little yellow. I was so sad yesterday that our assistants and our teachers and our custodians had to spend so much time cleaning up your mess. That is not okay. I expect better manners in our cafeteria. I know that was a strong message this morning. Okay, I'm going to try to get out of that yellow and into the green because I was happy about something this morning too. My bucket was full. We had a really long line at the bookstore, which means kids are supporting our school. That money goes right to our PTO. PTO gives that money back to us to spend on things we need. That is awesome. I do need to remind kiddos, though, if you eat breakfast here, you have to go to breakfast first, even if you're a car rider. It's so tempting to get in that bookstore line. Off the bus, car riders, if you're eating breakfast, you go to breakfast first. When you're finished with breakfast, you can get in the bookstore line if you're going to purchase something, if you have money to purchase something, okay? So just wanted to give you that reminder. I know when I go in the cafeteria today, my bucket's going to be filling up instead of being emptied. I'm going to be in the green zone. At least I hope so. This always picks me up. This always puts me in the green zone. I'm so happy about the bucket filling that goes on in our school. This goes out to Jocelyn Adams from Mrs. Andrews. I love seeing you stop and help a friend pick up their tray when they dropped it at lunch. Your heart is so kind. I love that, Miss Jocelyn. Way to go. This goes out to Dash Cruiser from Mrs. Rector. Dash is such an encouraging friend. He always has a smile when others need it and uses kind words to fill others' buckets. Today, he offered to play with a friend who felt left out. Oh, Dash, that's amazing. To Kaya Shea from this is from Mrs. Kinsey. Thank you for being a good friend to a student who was upset at recess. You filled Mrs. Kinsey's bucket. To Michael Huff from Mrs. Bartram. I'm so proud of Michael's growth. He is owning his actions and coping well when things don't go his way. Plus, he is just endlessly curious about the world around him and shares his knowledge with others. Fills my bucket, Mr. Michael. To Mitchell Herbert from Mrs. Pate. Mitchell often offers to help clean up in the cafeteria after lunch. Okay, so that's definitely put me in the green zone. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell, for that. To Tristan Dodson from Mrs. Pate. Tristan has a great attitude about learning and is very persistent in completing his work. Whoop, whoop. And to Carter Munch from Mrs. Bartram. I'm so proud of Carter's ability to bounce this year. What? You're bouncing? That's awesome. When something bothers him, he is using his strategies to cope and even teaching others. Oh, I'm getting in that green zone. I love it. My bucket is filling up. Okay. Do you know that you could use your self-discipline to not make a mess in the cafeteria? You could, because if you're really concentrating on what you're doing and cleaning up your own mess without being asked with a good attitude, You're practicing self-discipline. At this time, I'd like Miss Machino's class to stand and push their chair in with the rest of our web spiders, and we're going to have a moment of silence. So close your eyes, think about your day, and think about how you can use your self-discipline to make good choices. And I know that your flag is over there, but if you'll look at the flag with me today right here, that would be awesome. You guys ready? Can you put your right hand on your heart and do the pledge with me? Good job. Other hand. Other hand. There you go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, you can be seated. That was awesome. I can feel my bucket filling up, and I can feel myself calming down, which I really, really like, because we're going to have a great day. We're going to practice our self-discipline. We're going to use our manners in the cafeteria, all that, right? Are you guys going to fill buckets today? Yeah. Please fill buckets. You ready to do the creed with me? Okay, let's do the creed and have a thinking Thursday. Put your thinking cap on, work hard, learn as much as you can. Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Oh, make it a great day in the web. Make sure it's a thinking Thursday, and make sure you are doing it right. Have a good day, Spider.